Okay, we're here. I got TM45, which was over there. There's nothing down here. So let's get into these battles, because Abra needs to be grinded up. Abra needs them levels, yo. So there's more. I have more reasons for catching this Abra than just to show off how easy it can be to catch the most infamously hard to catch Pokemon in this game. So now I just need to grind it up. Right. Here's the thing about moves in the Generation 1, 2 and 3, which was fixed in Generation 4 thankfully, is that whether a move was physical or special were dependent on what type they were. And in Generation 1, if I remember correctly, Ghost was a physical type. Now, in Generation 1, there was only one evolutionary line of Ghosts, which were Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar. Now, what would you use a Ghastly, Haunter, or a Gengar for? As a special sweeper. They're also fairly bulky. But because they're Ghost, Poison type, the reason why Ghost types were even implemented in the first place to balance out Psychic types is nullified because they were weak to Psychic, because Ghost is immune or resistant to Psychic types and Poison is weak to Psychic type moves, so the entire Ghost, so Ghastly, Haunter and Gengar are totally pointless in in Generation 1. But their main form of what you would usually use as a special sweeper, you can't use them as a special sweeper with Stab in this game. The only way you can use them as a special sweeper is if you put a Psychic type move on them. Or a Water type move. I think Water's special. Oh, speaking of Water type, Gyarados is mainly a physical attacker. His special attack isn't bad though. And Water is a special type. So Gyarados isn't gonna get a good stab move at all in this game unless you count Hydro Pump. Well, that does have a good chance of missing. Also, Shadow Ball is a Ghost type move that was implemented in Generation 2. I think by that time I would have made it so, I think that at that time I would have had the idea to do the special physical split, just because, you're having a physical type that has a move called Shadow Ball, where the user throws a ball of shadows at the opponent's Pokemon. That really does not sound like a special type move. I mean physical move, not special. You know what I mean. And this was a big problem. Like in Generation 3. In Generation 3, they had Corphish and Quardant, who were both Water Dark, which were had were physical attackers. But the Dark type was a special type in Generation 2 and Generation 3. Meaning they would not have a good stab move that worked well with their stats either. So I'm not going to say that this was a problem solely in Generation 1, but it's something that really shouldn't have happened in the first place, I will say. And I'm going to go and heal up after this battle. So my sore throat has developed into a cough now. So recently my mum has bought the house that's next door to ours, and they're basically fixing it up and making it all new, and so they can actually rent it out. And that's what she's doing instead of pension. Don't know why, she just is. And I was helping them move a cabinet that was in the shed out, and as we were moving it, it collapsed onto my leg. I was not happy, to say the least, and I was also in pain. So yeah, that's how my day's been so far. I woke up, sorted out animals, and that happened. Right, you want to stay as far over to this side as you want when battling the second guy after this guy. For reasons I'll explain in a minute. Oh yeah, and I was saying earlier that I didn't just capture Abra to show off how easy it can be to capture the one of the most infamously hardest to catch Pokemon in this game. Also because it can learn Flash via TM. I mean HM. Wait, is it a HM in this game? Because you can I don't know. And it's just better putting it onto an Abra right now instead of anything else. And I just realised I walked all the way back when Abra could have used teleport to teleport. To teleport me back to the Pokemon Center. I probably got like, well, actually I probably don't have any comments calling that out because I don't used to get comments. Anyway, yeah, so that's why I call Abra, so it can learn Flash, because having it learn Flash will make a bit earlier on, a bit later on, sorry, a lot easier. I have done it without Flash, but it is certainly easier with Flash. Blah 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 blah. Well, another complaint I do have about Gen 1 is that when you're switching out Pokemon, or just looking at the Pokemon in your party, it can be a bit hard sometimes to read what levels they are, because there's no separation between them. Which really should have been sorted out before the game was released. And Rap. I've already told you how broken Rap is. TM19. Right, let's have a look at what these two TMs I just picked up. Real TM Thunder Wave. No. And Seismic Toss. No. Right, what Seismic Toss does, if you don't know, if it's still the same in this generation, is it does the same amount of damage as your level. Which, if you're like, if you're level 40, you'll do the same amount of damage as a Dragon Rage. But by that point, you